We're back for more Thunder 04. We're at Daytona, and it's the site of our second closest finish in this Thunder Series saga. So that's interesting. Will that continue? I don't know. But there's really not a whole lot else to show. The point situation we see in that last episode, nothing will ever change unless, well, I guess technically my driver could literally, I could literally have like a career-ending injury and lose a championship that way. But I don't know. But either way, Tony Stewart still second. Again, there's just not a whole lot else to show. We're going with the Rubbermaid 4. That's really the only... I don't know. Let's just get into it. Thank you to my Tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members support channel, personally get early access videos, as well as channel emails when I stream. I appreciate that, as always. Let's get in Daytona and see if things will actually happen in this event. So, car setup, default, as usual, with the manual gears. It's the only difference. There's not a whole lot to show. I mean, Tony Stewart's on pole, Jim John second, Junior third. Pretty normal-looking top three. Tony Stewart literally probably having one of the best statistical seasons in a Thunder 04 career mode, maybe ever, but obviously I'm just too good. But yeah, let's get on with it.
Tonight, it's super speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not. But for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
There's no doubt about it. A lot of these NASCAR and Winston Cup drivers will tell you that it's really no different winning here than anywhere else. But those are the guys who haven't done it yet. Once their name is in the history books here, I guarantee you they'll change their mind.
The UPS Ford maintains a top 10 average finish on these super speedways coming into this race.
You know, some drivers say that these races are more like chess matches with all the strategy that goes into who to work with and when to make your move. If that's the case, I'd like to put this guy up against Deep Blue.
Kurt Busch will start this race with the all-important points lead.
Well, the NASCAR and Winston Cup Trophy is what it's all about. But you can't get it if you don't consistently gain points. These guys know that, and they're working hard to try and increase their lead this week.
You know, it figures. I have the gamepad on here, and it's disconnected. Why does basic technology refuse to work? Why is that an issue now? I don't know. I mean, it's Daytona. I guess it really doesn't matter. But, you know, I thought, you know, why not have that be a recurring thing? But apparently, it's just going to have issues. So, yeah, fuck it. I can barely do anything else right. Let's just get on with it. Anyways, it's Daytona. I mean, AI typically, they can give you a challenge. I mean, the biggest thing that's going to be a help... Ooh, they checked up a little bit there. The biggest thing to worry about is just pit road. That's really the biggest part of the track we can gain a lot of definitive time on. But just got to be careful, get up to the field as fast as we can. Try not to lose too much momentum and all that stuff. For whatever reason, most of this field refused to be on the bottom lane in that corner, so that was weird. But hey, we'll gain a couple spots. A lot of spots, in fact. Jerry Nadeau's on the same wavelength I am. And we just gained 13 spots. Or maybe even more. Is Kyle Petty going to block? Oh, you bet your sweet bippy he will. Yep, typical. But hey, we gained a lot of spots in that first lap. A lot more than I was really expecting. But you know, the game just likes to make it easy for me. Even though it is on the hardest difficulty, just want to point that out. It's always and forever will be that. I can't change it even if I want to. So I'm sure there's a lot of conspiracy theories that I'll probably either look at in the comments of people being annoyed, because I can already see it being a thing now, or I'm just going to have to just completely ignore comments, if that's just going to be what the case is. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. The game is just too easy. I've never really experienced this. This is a first on the channel. The thousands of videos I've made, this is definitely a first where I'm doing an entire season mode. And I've won 16 consecutive races. Technically 17 if you count the All-Star race. But 16 races in a row. That's never been done before. Not even in any career modes that I can recall. Even in the Heat 4, 5s, 3, 2, 1s, Evolution, everything. It's never been like this. Like, I think I might have had a long streak in the Heat 3 championship mode, where maybe I won 7 or 8 in a row. Maybe something like that, but I know I didn't just sweep the whole season. But this is definitely our biggest, just, I don't know. I don't understand. It's kind of embarrassing this game is like this. But I think that really goes to show pretty concretely that Casey Mears will just needlessly block for 23rd. Because, you know, his career really depends on that block. Past Casey Mears, just getting a run here up on Kenny Wallace. We're going to try to fake him up high, cut down low. He's running the middle. So, I didn't really need to do all that, but we're setting ourselves up good for the first pit stop. This is about the best case scenario. So, yeah. It was cool to see alternate schemes in the race lineup with Jimmy Johnson and stuff. So, I think Johnny Benson's also an alternate scheme, as well as Robbie Gordon. So, it's appreciated. It's nice when we get to see that to have some nice visual flair. But there we go. Now we're officially in the top half of the field. Oh, they're pitting early. Interesting. Well, you know what? I'm going to do the same. I can slow down right around there and just gain a boatload of time. There we go. Standard 4 tire stopping, and that's it.
And now the driver has to rely on his pit crew to get the service done. This will be a 4-tire stop. So 4 fresh Goodyear Eagle Racing tires going on this machine as they try to get back into the race.
Estimated time was 16.1, 15.7. Good job, pit crew. We're actually going to be the first. Oh, okay, second. That's basically the leaders right there in front of me. Now we're going to be side by side with Newman. This is probably a bad idea. But we're both stubborn sons of bitches. That's one thing that's very prevalent. I'm going to try to stay down here. I'm surprised we're still side by side. That's interesting. One of us is going to have to give. I guess it's going to be me. I think. No, we're still going to be side by side. Okay, well, that's weird. All right, you know what? Now we got to work together. We were stubborn, but now we got to work together and get up to that pack of Stewart and Friend. What are we doing, Newman? Go! Like, why? That's going to cycle us up into surprisingly 11th. So we really didn't even gain much time. But we got a couple laps here to really attack. I don't know what Newman's going to do here. Is he going to block or... Okay, we're great. Alright. Just gain these spots. I guess we'll draft with Rudd. No. Kenseth maybe? I don't know. But hey, P7, I can basically see the leaders. We just need to get into someone's draft to get up through the field. I don't know why words are so hard today. But, you know, after this season mode, I'm just, like, getting extra dumber. But I think we'll be okay. We're going to let Jimmy go by here, so we have a draft partner. Come on, Jimmy, go by. Go by. Go, but what are we doing? Go! Jeez! I'm just going to draft with Jimmy. Gained about half a second there. Again, I think the biggest savior is when we have the second pit stop. We can gain a lot of time just entering. So, that's a bad spot to blow up. Alright, that's... Alright, Wardburn avoided all. He's getting back on track. What is he doing? Okay, that was crisis averted. That was kind of what we needed because that really broke up the pack. Now we can get by Jim Bob here, and now we can use the draft of Stewart. I was about to say the Stewart of draft, but whatever. I don't know. I think the AI might pit on lap. Well, they're pitting early. Interesting. Can they even make it to the end on fuel? I don't know. I don't want to take that risk, but I'm staying out one more lap. That might have cost me the race with that decision. I'm not really sure. But I guess we'll see. Gordon's pitting. We're going to do the same. Slow down. 70 miles an hour. Really went down there aggressive, but we're good. 4 tires and fuel out and away. Not repair damage.
As the driver hits his marks, the crew goes to work on this car. They definitely need a good stop now. It looks like it's going to be fairly routine so far. 4 tires going on the machine. Also putting in 1 can of gas. Looks like only a half a can on the second.
16.1 with the estimated time. Oh, 17. I don't need that. But we're going to be the first car out of pit road. Barely over Jeff Gordon, but alright. I will take it. And I think the AI, for whatever reason, just are slowed down here. So this is a very big opportunity to just build a gap. I'm hoping we're going to cycle out first. I know there's cars that pitted before me, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think with that first group of cars that pitted, they should obviously be on track now. So the ones that are pitting, they're after us. So we should be fine, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I'm surprised we actually gapped Gordon. The field really got thinned out from that pit cycle. But this is what they wanted in 2003 with all this extra pitting with the smaller fuel cell. Actually, it might be cutting it pretty close. I don't know. I think we'll be fine, but it might be similar to the 500. We're going to have to sweat it out here to make these passes. Maybe. I don't know, but we're going to get the draft of Kenseth here. There we go. Go up high. Can we actually clear Junior going into 3? Barely. But new leader. And now all we have to do is block, which is only a couple cars, so that should not be much of a problem. Why is Marlin pitting? Okay, that's just weird. That makes it easier for me, though. So, yeah. I don't know what really to say. It's just simple blocking. There's nothing much to it. White flag's out. The only real worried, something to only be concerned with is they do kind of get, like, just a big run up off the corners. So I'm going to try to be really careful with that. Obviously, Junior's going up high. Kenseth's going down low. Roll block. Some, typical blocks. Thankfully, this pack is only just 3 cars behind me, so there's nothing too insane to worry about. But Dale, oh look, Dale Jr. trying to do something. He's trying, man. I give him props. He's trying to do something. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. We're going to be right in the middle groove just to be prepared for whatever move Junior makes. Oh, he's trying. Oh, he's trying, man. He's giving it out. All the frickin' stocks. We're low on fuel, but we're going to be very close. I'm glad I stayed out one extra lap to be safe, because we were just about to run out. But that's a dub. That was a little bit tougher. And 129. That is 1/1000th of a margin difference from the 500. I don't even think I'm going to have fuel to even do a burnout. No, that's it. I don't got any fuel. Well, that's awkward. I appreciate the fact that they carry the fuel over from the race to this. That's appreciated, but yeah, can't even do anything. So, yeah, I'm really glad I made that decision to stay out that one extra lap, because we would have ran out of fuel, and that would have been... Maybe that's why Marlin ran out. I'm just surprised the AI even did that. They usually don't make that type of mistake in a race like this, so that was unusual. It's a nice-looking trophy. It's unusual, but hey, I like it. Johnny Benson no longer hates me. Mark Martin and Greg Biffle slowly becoming friends. Jeff Byrne is definitely not a friend to me. But that's the results. Dale Jr. second. Tony Stewart not even in the top 10, which is very unusual. Bill Elliott 8th. Ricky Craven 10th. And Jeff Gordon got 2 laps led. I think he's finally tied with Ricky Craven for laps led this season. Oh, jeez. We didn't lead the most laps. But, yeah, I'm surprised. Johnny Benson 11th. Nice. Elliott Sadler 12th. Yeah, where did Tony Stewart finish? Did he blow up? No, he's just 38th. Why? I don't know. Ward Burden led 2 laps, so that's even more interesting. So, I guess there was some that just had to pit a 3rd time. I don't understand that decision or how that happened. That's usually never a thing. This is usually not a thing that occurs with this game where they pit 3 times in a 10% race. Usually it's just always twice, but there was just a handful that did, like Sterling Marlin. That was just, once again, unusual. But nothing really changed. We still got a dub. And that's going to be our, 3rd closest finish this entire series, sadly enough. So that puts it as, 3rd closest finish of this. And weirdly enough, both Daytona races from Thunder 04 were both close. 1/1000th of a difference, strangely enough. I can't really script it, but that is just what it be and what it do. So we'll get out of here and look at the points and laugh at the laps led thing, because that's the most interesting thing of this entire season is watching Ricky Craven be ahead of Jeff Gordon laps led for the majority of the season. Next up, Chicagoland. That's going to officially put us halfway through the season. I'm assuming that race is going to be another just dub like usual. And also, since we did back into this menu immediately, I do want to show our settings. It's on Legend. Can't change it. I want to prove that. I don't know how much more I got to prove it. Do I got to have it floating in the screen as 50% transparent in the background to prove it? I don't know what more else to do to convince it to people. but that's what it is. But point situation, Tony Stewart still second, surprisingly, after that bad race. But Ryan Newman's closing in. Ricky Rudd's still fourth. Marlin's bad finish put him back down to sixth. Junior up to eighth, I think. Jeff Gordon finally cracks inside the top 10. Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin back there. Kind of surprised. Ricky Craven's 15th is just surprising me because that's actually pretty good for his AI in this game. Yeah, let's look at the lap sled things. I'm pretty sure Craven and Gordon are tied. Yep, 11. Yep, they're tied. Funny. I don't know what really to say other than it's funny. We got 190 lap sleds, so we are just under 3 or actually 4 away to actually surpassing it. Only halfway through the race or the season, so we are basically on track, unless we lead a lot of Chicagoland, which may happen. But we're almost on track to get 200 laps before halfway, or at least to 400 before the end of the year. I don't know, just some crazy number probably. So we're just, yeah. I don't know what really more to add. Ryan Newman's the most pulls. That's fitting with him. Paint scheme. We'll go with the Sharpie one. Looks nice enough. And that's it. That's where we're going to wrap things up for today. Big shout out to my 2-3 Patreon supporters: Dave Martin, Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carrier, Maxi Elite 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It always means a lot. Always goes a long way with everything. So just thank you as always, and all that heartwarming stuff. See you all next episode of Chicagoland. I think that's going to be another easy one. Same with New Hampshire. There's just a lot. I mean, after this first half, I mean, I don't know what else. What other tracks can be difficult? Maybe Watkins Glen. Maybe the Brickyard. I mean, it was kind of tough on Thunder 03, but everything is nerfed in this game, so I don't know what tracks could really throw us for a loop unless we just get a bad break at Bristol. Dover was the only track we really had to work for it, and we kind of got lucky with a lot of things happening. So we might go 35 or 36 possibly. We're definitely going to surpass Petty's win count, so I don't know. I'm going to get out of here, though. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.